Welcome back to the Pueblo County Sports Experience. I'm Bellina, Cipriani, and today I'm joined with
Eli Lewis.
And I'm Tannin Jackson.
All right. It's been a long time since we've done this last episode.
Yeah, no freaking kidding.
But does anyone have anything interesting to share? Or how was your guys' weekends or breaks?
I've aged 30 years since our last podcast, watching the Broncos, watching the Nuggets and the Avs. You know, I'm graying. I'm going to have a heart attack. I'm not going to see 17 anytime soon.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, yeah. And I watch these sports and like my heart just starts pumping. I get stressed.
Of course. Yeah.
And I can't sleep. I will be dead before I see 17.
Right.
So enjoy this podcast while you can.
So we what, your birthday's in May?
Yeah.
So we still have a
What
little
day?
bit longer.
19th.
Mine's May 10th.
Oh, wow. That's so cute.
We should have a joint birthday party.
We should. Loki on the potty?
Sure.
Podcast,
sure.
sorry.
It'll be like my last episode, your guys' birthday party.
We should have like a cake. That'd be
Uh-huh.
so awesome.
All right.
I agree.
I
Remember the
want-
mukbang last year?
Yeah, the mukbang was really fun last year. We got pizza, cake that Tannin was supposed to bring, but Chase ended up bringing it.
Okay, look, last year I was a different man.
Yeah, that
He's
is
changed
I was
for the better.
yeah, I wasn't as good of a cast member. And honestly, I'm not much better because we'll get to that.
You've grown.
Bellina,
true. Yes.
let's just start off with hockey.
Okay.
Bang.
So the hockey team is 3-6 as of right now.
Okay.
I'm going to start off with the games they had before break. So I want to start off by reporting the Mullins score, which I did not know last episode. Like I had said they had played the game, but the score wasn't out yet. So they were able to win against Mullen for their very first win of the season, which is great. This was a 6-2 win. And then on the 18th of December, they played Woodland Park and won 6-1. And then on the 22nd, they played Rampart and won 9-2. So they won all three games that they had before break. Their first game back after break was on January 9th, and they lost this game 5-4 in overtime.
Wow.
So pretty close game there.
Yeah, that sucks.
None of the stats are posted for the hockey team. So if anyone out there can tell me who's been getting the goals or anything like that, anything you want to share, just let me know and I'll start including it in the episode. But on the 12th, which is actually the day we're recording this, they will play Liberty, who's currently 3-3-1. We previously played Liberty and lost 8-1, so hopefully they're able to turn that game around or at least have a closer score. On the 16th, they will play Crested Butte, whose record is 5-5. And then on the 21st, they'll play Rampart, who's 1-8. And we already beat them, so hopefully we have that going for us again. And then on the 24th, they'll play the Colorado School District 11, who is 5-2. I'm only going that far out. No, you're good. I'm going pretty far out with the days they're playing just because we won't have another episode between now and then. But also those records are as of January 12th. So as they get closer to actually playing them, the other schools' records are going to have changed. But I definitely see that the team has kind of turned around. They're starting to get some wins and pretty big scores differences in their wins too.
Do you know what our league record is?
Their league record is 2-1. So pretty good. They're third in their league. But yeah, that's
Okay. So our team not so hot to start it, but then we've kind of had a little hot streak.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can continue. I know a few guys on the hockey team. Love those boys, so I hope they continue to do good.
Yeah. That's all I have for that. So Tannin can go to dance and cheer now.
Not a lot going on with dance and cheer right now. On January 26th, they're having their national showcase here at the school. So that's pretty exciting. Yeah, really exciting for them. After the national showcase, they will be going to nationals in Florida the following Wednesday and then the following Thursday, respectively. And so, yeah, that's all for dance and cheer. Not a whole lot going on with them. But yeah, shout out to them for making it to nationals. They do great every time. They've made nationals year after year after year. So what do you expect? But that's all from me. I'm going to have Eli Lewis take it away with girls basketball.
Before we start with the girls basketball, I'd like to give a little shout out to cheer and dance. I feel like, we talk about school athletes. You know, you have to
student athletes.
You have to be a student and an athlete, and they're missing so much school to be an athlete.
Right,
the fact that they're still stay on top of their academics, I feel like that's awesome. You know, going to Florida, going to state, missing so much school for all these competitions and still stay ahead of the game. I think that's really impressive. So I just like to shout out them before I get started. But with girls basketball, you know, they've been playing pretty good. They're 7-3 overall. If you tuned in to our latest commentating against West, I was trashing them a little bit because I just expect so highly. So I'd like to formally apologize for bashing them so much. They don't deserve that, but I just expect a lot because they're such a great team.
They are.
They've been playing so good outside of like 1 or 2 games.
Yes, they have. They've done so much better than last year.
Yes,
like it's improvements
night and day.
Yeah, last year they were on a losing streak for a pretty long time.
Yes, I love the improvement that they've made.
Yeah,
and the West game was fairly close.
Yeah, they only lost by 4. It felt like a bigger loss, but they bounced back.
Yes.
That second quarter they struggled a lot, but then bounced back and played pretty good down the stretch. And I think they can continue to bounce back. Like that was one of their lower scoring games. You know,
that was a very
they're
low
in the
scoring game.
50s most of these games scoring wise.
Honestly, last year I think they lost by way more. They got destroyed by West. So to see them keep it that close says a lot.
They've been playing really good.
Yes.
You know, Tylee Glenn at the top of the points per game. You know, Chloe Cortez and Riley Stupnick all playing amazing. And then Riley Stupnick with the rebounds. Parker McCafferty with assists.
Yes.
And then Ashlyn Ortiz, she's been playing well. In the last few games, she's been amazing on the defensive end.
Huge defensive asset, yes.
Against West, me and Tana continued to thank her and really show because it's night and day when she's off the court, especially on the defensive end. You know,
her and Emma Carter.
Yeah.
They're both really like huge on defense.
Absolutely. You know,
wait, sorry. Last year they were on a 9-game losing streak for a while.
And right now they're 7-3.
Yes.
Yeah.
So amazing turnaround.
Yes.
They've been playing amazing.
Yes, much better. Love it.
Way better. You know, Ashlyn Ortiz is leading in steals with 24.
Yeah.
And she's been on a heat of the last few weeks defensively.
Yes.
2.4 steals per game. She gets some sneaky blocks in there when they're rising up.
Yes, I agree.
And then even stuff that won't show in the box score is just her defensive length. You know, she's always on the defender. It's not going to show in steals or blocks, but just disrupting the passing lanes, just disrupting overall. So she's been playing good.
Yeah, I love like the aggressive like defense she shows. It's very exciting, very lovely to watch. So
it really is fun just watching this group of girls when they're at their best.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited to continue to commentate for the rest of these games. And
I sure am.
Yeah, and watch them continue to grow. You know, they have Riley Stupnick and Tylee Glenn, who are 2 phenomenal bigs. They struggled a little bit against West, but I know they're going to continue to bounce back. They bounced back with the win against Palmer Ridge, 31-30, this past Saturday. So they'll continue to grow. Their next game is actually today, Monday, the 12th of January. So it'll be like a couple days before this podcast, or after this podcast comes out.
Yeah,
I was
like,
thinking the wrong way. After this podcast comes out. But and then after they'll have one on January 14th against Liberty, 7:00. That is here at the Nest, and then they'll have another one on the 16th. That's at Falcon, 7:00. And then I think after Falcon we play in our league games.
Yep.
So I'm excited to continue to watch them and support them, and just continue to commentate.
Yeah. Same.
Kobe
I love
and Shaq.
commentating.
Yeah, it's so fun.
We are such a duo.
Speaking of commentating, if you haven't watched or listened to our game against West, I highly suggest that you do. It's a really fun listen.
I think it was. Now look, I'm gonna be honest here. Sometimes you go back and I watch your own streams, even when I'm commentating.
Yeah.
I go back and I'm like,
this is terrible.
Not listening to all of that.
Yeah.
But low key, like, I was having a great time listening to it. I think it was good commentating.
It was.
Dean Allen mentoring us from behind the scenes.
Great guy.
Great.
Honestly.
No, he's a chill guy. So
helped us out a little bit, gave us some pointers.
And I think it helped out. So shout outs to him.
And if you hear us overlapping each other, we can't hear what we're saying.
No.
Oh, yeah, we can
It
hear
was
a
so
word.
loud.
We can
It's
hear a
pure
word.
vibes.
And with 3 of us, it was like hard too because it was so loud in there that like Tannin and I were on the ends, so we couldn't hear each other like at all. When
So
we
I was like the
started talking.
middleman.
Yeah.
So I had
It was rough.
I had to be like, what's Tannin saying?
Yeah, because usually
Then what's
audio
Bellina
comes
saying?
through our headphones. These are noise canceling. Usually audio, like right now, I can hear what they're saying. It's coming through my headphones.
Yeah.
But for some reason during that game, there was no audio. So it's noise canceling headphones and you can barely hear what Eli Lewis is saying. So I'm just leaned into Eli the whole time. So yeah, honestly, I think we did a great job.
Yeah.
I'm excited
Not
for
ridiculous to say.
Our next stream is tomorrow, Tuesday,
next stream.
January 13th.
Who are we playing, Eli?
We are playing, it was the boys basketball game.
Mm-hmm.
So little jump and ship a little bit here. But we're playing, let's see.
If
here.
you could just go over
Lutheran.
boys basketball now if you want.
Yeah, do you want to just jump straight
Shoot.
into boys
We're
basketball?
jumping into boys basketball here.
Let's go.
So we play Lutheran tomorrow, 7:30. We're commentating that game. They're 6-5.
I think I was looking at their girls record and it was like 1 and
It'll
something.
be a tough competition
Yeah,
for sure.
they're solid. They're solid.
And unfortunately, moment of silence. We lost Barrett for the season.
Rest in peace, my king.
He fractured his elbow, so prayers to him. We
Yeah,
hope
hope
he
he heals
recovers fully. He's a phenomenal player to watch.
He is. He is.
Really fun. You can definitely tell the difference when he's on and off the court.
For sure.
100%.
That means JJ, who's the other big, is going to have to step up.
He's going to step up. I believe in him. I think he struggled a little bit against West,
I agree.
but I think he can bounce back for sure against Lutheran.
I agree.
I think
I
that's
think-
a good team to bounce back to.
Mhm.
That's here at the Nest 7:30. Show up, show out. But, outside of just talking about the game, some of our players, Larry Kirkland,
Consistently.
18 points per game, signed to CSP. Congratulations to him.
Yep. Shout out.
And then our boy, our dog, Jaden Morrissey.
Jaden Morrissey. What a guy. What
Man,
a pal.
If you listen to our commentating, we were giving him flowers all
Some
game.
people call us glazers, but I don't think we glazed
I
enough.
see it as the truth.
I see it as the truth. I see it as Bible. So
47% from three. It might have gone up.
it probably
after
went
that
up because he
game.
was 50% that game.
Yeah.
So
it went up to 48%. So he's by far the best shooter.
48% from the three.
Yeah, 48% from three. That's wild. To put it in perspective, NBA players, some of the best players in the world, average 35% from three. And 40% from three is considered amazing. So the fact that at this level, he's 48%.
Yeah,
that's
bro's
crazy.
bro's like literally on some Steph Curry level. He's crazy.
Firing it. So I'm excited to commentate that. And
Yes.
then we'll have Luka Tucci back this game.
Yes, love that.
Yes.
Love
He was
that.
absent last game. He's one of the other better shooters. Just a physical guard.
Very
He
physical.
can, he can honestly guard from like 1 to 5. Maybe not the 5 if they're bigger, but he could for sure disrupt them.
Yes, for sure.
So one of our better defenders. And then at that point, we'll have Nico Tucci
Yes,
back as
another
well.
huge asset. Good rotation player
Yeah,
for sure.
100%. We missed those two, and then Joe Ortiz
Yes.
Yeah.
against West.
That was very rough. I think that game would have been a lot closer with their help.
Because you can just tell when that bench came in, they didn't have a spark plug as much.
Yes.
So to have those players back against, well, they played, I'm pretty sure, against Douglas County, but then at Palmer Ridge, which they lost 50-48. County did, but I think going into this game against Lutheran, coming off 2 hard losses, one to West, which was a bit of a blowout.
Yeah.
It was a close game at first. They fell off a little bit.
Yeah, in the second
But
half.
then a heartbreaking loss, a 2-point loss to
Palmer
Ridge. That's tough.
That is a very tough loss.
That's always a hard one. And then, I wish I could tell you the stats that Pueblo County had against Palmer Ridge, but there's nothing in Max Prep. So I'll give you a little rundown from what I heard. Larry Kirkland did Larry Kirkland things,
Right.
Got to the free throw line, played good. Jaden Morrissey, obviously shooting well from the 3, and then having the spark plug, Luka Tucci. I think he played pretty good. I think his shooting percent wasn't amazing, but he still played amazing.
Yes.
I wish I could tell you the exact details, but we'll be able to tell you the exact details tomorrow against Lutheran. But outside of that, I don't think I have much for boys basketball other than game tomorrow. Dynamic duo here commentating. Show up, show out here at the Nest 7:30. Be there.
Be there or be square.
Oh, come on now. And then outside of that, hopefully Barrett, that's heartbreaking.
That
losing
is
him.
heartbreaking. He's a huge
If you
asset.
see Barrett, give
show him some love. Show him some
his
love.
Give him his flowers.
Mhm.
Tell him you're sorry and pray for him.
Yeah.
Because I know that's hard. Senior year, going down with the season-ending injury. That's hard.
That's very
very
heartbreaking. He's a great player.
I know that's going to be hard psychologically, not just physically too. So prayers to him. And outside of that, I think our next sport we're going to is wrestling with Tannin.
Yep.
Okay, so I have a confession. Okay. I got to be honest, okay? Me and the audience were close.
Yeah.
Except that one person. Look, last week, I thought we were having a podcast last week. And so I took notes for wrestling. I asked Marcus. Shoutouts to Marcus, by the way.
Good guy.
He told me everything. And I was like, okay, I'm ready to do this podcast. But then we did it.
So sorry.
Well, I forgot about, English slipped my mind. We've been watching 1984 lately, which is a crazy movie. If you've seen it, don't watch it. Wait. I guess asking Marcus more intel slipped my mind. And so I don't have any intel for the last, like, interesting things that happened in wrestling.
But you have some intel,
I have some intel, but I'm still apologize because it's, on my part, it's not good. I know they had a meet against Central. I don't think Central's amazing at wrestling, so he probably did good. But I apologize. I take full responsibility for not having all the information for you. Flame me in the comments because I deserve it. But I'll tell you what I do have. So they had a tournament a while ago. The big name was Mario. Mario won. Mario took first.
That kind of rhymes. Mario won.
Shout outs to him. Great job. I don't know. Mario was actually like cracked at wrestling. So shout outs to Mario. Logan was a finalist in wrestling. So Logan's actually really good. And at this tournament, pretty much everyone on the team placed. So yeah, the whole team did amazing at this tournament. They had a meet, and I hope this is the right acronym, NCTC. I hope that's right. This one is a lot tougher. Only 3 people made it to the second day, which is, not ideal. Only 3 people made it to the second day, and then only Logan made it to day 3. So I guess the star lately has been Logan. Logan's been consistent at each of these meets / tournaments. I'm sure he did great at the last one. I will have that information. I will be caught up next week. I promise you. So yeah, shout out to the wrestling team. They're doing good. Shout outs to Logan and Mario in particular. But that's all I have for right now. Again, apologies. But I'm going to have Bellina finish us off with swim and dive.
Yes. All right. So before break, swim had the Cheyenne Mountain invite, which Lily Nybert placed second in the 1 meter.
What do you expect?
So she placed second in the 1 meter. And then in the 100 free, Tate Lanham placed second. Okay, so Hornet invite, which was the 9th and 10th. Actually, one of the days got canceled, so they only swam on the 10th due to the snow on the 9th. So they jumped straight into finals, skipped prelims. In the Hornet invite overall, County placed 4th. Lily placed 4th in the 1 meter. Tate placed 3rd in the 50 free, and then 2nd in the 100 back. And
Tate committed, didn't she?
Yeah, she committed to Northwestern.
Wow.
Yeah,
shout out to her.
Yeah.
She's good.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah,
that is insane.
Cadence Raymond placed 4th in the 100 back too. Reese, which is actually Tate's sister, placed 5th in the 100 fly. And then the 200 free relay team placed 3rd. And the 200 melody relay team placed 2nd. So overall, we had some pretty good scores or high.
It's a good squad right there.
Yeah, it really is.
Pretty good there. So they're actually going to have a duel tomorrow night at South, which is January 13th. This will actually be the senior night, which is really weird that it's at South, but there was some schedule miscommunications. County thought it was here. South thought it was at South, and they had to kind of meet in the middle, and they're just going to do it at South. So all of the seniors will be honored at the duel at South tomorrow, which is
how long is the swim season? Because I feel like senior night is usually towards the end of the season.
Well, okay, so here's what happened. I think there is a little bit more stuff they have, but this was supposed to be tomorrow's matchup was their last home duel.
Okay.
And so it was pretty far before the season was fully over, but they thought it was their last home meet.
That makes sense.
Which it's not. So then
Right.
they had to move it to South so they didn't have to do it at an invite they had coming up because that was their other option. So they had to talk with like the South coach and stuff and be like, are you okay if we just do it here? Because then they were going to do it, I think, at the Fountain Fort Carson invite, which is actually this weekend, which is the 16th or 17th. And then on the 20th, there will be a try against multiple schools. They didn't say what schools yet, so I don't know. But yeah, no, they still have a little bit, not too much longer. It's kind of a shorter season, like than the rest of the winter sports that go far into February, but it still goes into February.
I feel like swimming starts a little early.
It does. They do start a little earlier, and they get right into it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we're like basketball. You have like maybe a week
Got
and a
time to
half, 2
simmer.
weeks
Yeah.
that you don't
Yeah.
do anything. Because like the rest of the winter sports, literally, I think they
It's like 2
their
weeks
last,
of practice.
Their last like regulation game is like the 20th, and spring sports start February 23rd. So they literally go like to the very day
Wow.
that spring sports
Yeah.
start, and that doesn't count if they get into like playoffs or like
Oh wow,
anything
that's
like
the
that.
regular season.
Yeah, that's the last day of
Golly.
regular
That's
season is
crazy.
February 20th.
If they make
and then
playoffs, it
spring
goes into
sport.
March.
Yeah.
Shout out to my swim and divers out there. That's crazy work. Y'all are insane. Because Loki, okay, like I be freaking out after like a few weeks of soccer, bro. Like I just want to go home so bad.
And swimming is so hard.
Yeah,
Like,
dude,
even if you're just joking in the pool, it's so exhausting.
Bro, I can't swim for crap, bro. I'm Loki not good at swimming. So
I
like
couldn't swim every day and then weekends, and then I would lose
You
it.
know what I couldn't do is dive. I still couldn't do swimming, but the diving part of
diving looks fun though.
it looks fun, but like I couldn't do what
I can
they
hit a
did.
backflip on a trampoline, so
You
put me on
on
that
that dive.
board.
Yup,
Put me on
yup.
that board.
I would
Yeah.
do diving. I don't know if I'd do like the relays where you have to you're constantly swimming.
This is kind of embarrassing, but like I wanted to do swim so bad when I was younger, and I can't do a somersault underwater,
Bruh.
and which is why I quit swimming. It's so bad, but like I don't know what stops me, but I like am scared, I guess,
Just-
to do it. I don't know. I just can't. I've tried
just,
so many times.
You know, just
Literally,
do it.
like I had to quit swim because of that. Yeah, I think that's it for swim and dive. So they're having a great season so far, and I wish them luck as they keep going on. We're gonna go into player of the week now, actually, which I don't know who wants to start it off.
I'll go last.
Bruh.
I can go first.
Okay.
Okay, so I have 2 people who I've kind of been like thinking about, and it was between Emma Carter and Ashlyn Ortiz. for
Okay.
me.
Those are solid picks. I like that.
So Ashlyn played amazing,
Mm-hmm.
and so did Emma. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm leaning more towards Emma. Ashlyn had slightly better stats than Emma, I will admit that. In the West game specifically is what I'm going off of. But watching Emma in that game, she was making
She's nuts.
such a big difference. Like
Mhm.
when she wasn't on the court, you could see like there was a difference in how they were playing.
Yeah.
And honestly, every time she was on the court, I was like drawn to watching her, seeing what she was doing, because a lot of the times I think the thing she was doing, like there isn't a stat for it. Like she was just playing good defense, adding a lot of pressure. Like she wasn't necessarily making steals or anything like that. She was just adding the pressure.
Just a good teammate.
Just a good teammate. And honestly, my vote has to go to Emma Carter
All right.
because she was playing insane, and it was actually so much fun to watch her play.
Solid.
Phenomenal pick, honestly. She was playing amazing.
So I feel like it's just a slept on sport in general, but I feel like Tate Lanham,
I agree.
I think she should get player of the week. Has she won it before?
Yeah, she won it once last year.
Yeah, okay.
Because
So
she was just as insane last year.
yeah,
too.
she was crazy last year.
Yeah.
I think she deserves it again. I mean, she's committed. She's actually like
Yeah, absolutely.
it's a crazy sport to like even do. I think it's one of the most physically demanding and emotionally depending on like going off of like how long you have to do it. So honestly, she gets my pick, especially because she's like consistently competing at like top 3.
And she doesn't just, the other thing about most swimmers is they don't just swim for the school. They have like another team they swim for outside of it. So sometimes they're doing double practices. Like they'll swim for school practice
Bruh.
and then go to their like USTA, or I don't know if it's USTA, but they have like another.
Bruh,
Yeah.
that is
That's-
crazy.
That's
That
wild.
I think pure performance, yes, but like also like she gets my vote for just like how does she I would not touch water after swimming for that long.
I wouldn't take a shower.
Okay.
Like,
no, but real
water.
No, it's crazy. So she gets my vote for player of the week.
Tannin like almost like swayed me to pick a different.
Really? That's shocking because this guy's passionate.
Yeah, because just a physical sport, one of the most physically demanding sports.
Physical.
And underrated because swimming is exhausting. I will swim for 30 minutes and feel like I could eat a cow.
Real, bro.
Yeah,
physically.
that's true.
But that being said, I think this pick's gonna have to come down to Eliza. Because here's my pick.
I think I know who your pick is. I
When
just
the
have a
ball
guess.
hits his hands, it's already over. He doesn't rush. He doesn't waste shots. He punishes mistakes. Give him an inch of space, and it's a 3 on the board. He's not just shooting the 3. He's changing the game every time he lets it fly. Give me Jaden Morrissey for Player of the Week.
Player of the Week.
I think I swayed that way, just being able to actually watch him in person.
Not
just
the hype is real. It's not just
going
a
off
number.
the stats, because you look at stats averaging 10 points per game, which isn't bad for high school, but it looks like he could average way more.
Yes.
He's not like always hitting the ball. He's efficient with what he has, and then when he does take those shots, he's shooting 50% from 3.
Yes.
So
I feel like it's easy to get caught up in stats, and like a lot of stats are like flukes, and like I feel like because I really like looking at stats, and so because it's just so interesting, but like stats don't always tell the full story.
Well,
but
because if you would have looked at stats for Emma, you probably would have never
Exactly,
chose her.
exactly.
But then you
Absolutely.
go watch the game and you're like, oh yeah.
Exactly. And so when I looked at Jaden's and it's like 40, I was a little skeptical because I was low key like, obviously I was glazing on the surface, but underneath I was like, does this guy have 47% from the 3?
Yeah, are the stats accurate?
Are the numbers real? I am pleased to say the 47% was not a lie. That's a bar from the stream. So go watch that. But it was. I agree.
When he went to go take his first shot, there's a little bit of me and Tan looking at each other like, is he gonna make this? Is the hype real? He bangs the first one. We're like, okay, he can make one. He gets another chance from the same place. He shoots it up. It's another hit.
Yes.
He misses one, and then another one in a different spot. And it's like, will he take it? We know he wants to. He said, "Come on, Jaden, take it. You know you want to." And then he cashes it.
And then he bangs it every
It's
time.
like, he's only getting 6 shots a game, and he's averaging 10 points on 6 shots.
That's crazy.
So it's like watching it. It's real. It's dynamic. It's poetry.
It really is.
Poetry in motion. So that's my pick.
I hate to keep on glazing him, but yes, it's actually really pleasing to see, like, because I feel like a lot of expectations get built, especially in basketball.
Absolutely.
And so to see him actually meet and even exceed those expectations number wise, lovely to see that. So I think that is a great pick.
Yeah, and then he's a junior too. So
he's just a junior, so he has more room to growth.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That being said, Emma Carter, Jaden Morrissey, Tate Lantham.
Lantham.
My bad. Lantham. So that's a 3-way tie.
So Eliza.
All right. So you guys all tell great, like, convincing things. Eli's always, swaying people with his little descriptions and storytelling. Yep. You guys have great stats. Emma, she has a great, team effort.
Yes.
She's easy to synergize with on the court.
Yes. Synergize.
I love that word.
I would like to point out these 3 sports that we've picked out, basketball and
swim.
Well, girls, boys, and swim. They all will be running for a little bit longer, but we will be live streaming a lot more basketball games in the future that we'll be able to, watch in person, take notes, see them outperform. Tate, though, I've heard her name so much last year, and you guys you covered the points well that it's a really demanding sport, and to be able to perform so well, so consistently
to this day.
I would like to say to nominate and to take it for the week, Tate Lanham for Player of the Week for Swim and Dive.
I agree with 100.
Well, congratulations to Tate Lanham. She deserves it.
She does deserve it.
Absolutely. Like, there is no wrong pick there.
No,
No,
those are
all
all
are valid
right. Like,
picks.
they all deserve a shout
When
out.
Tannin brought up the physicality of swim, other sports are physical, but swim just has
That's
also
pure
this
endurance. That's pure
psychological
endurance.
aspect too. So absolutely deserve it.
Yeah.
Round of applause to her.
And with that is going to be our podcast. Shout out to Tate Lanham for taking Player of the Week. Also, shout out to everybody who works on this behind the scenes. Bellina does a lot of editing, which is crazy because me and Eli do Jack and Eliza Also, shout out to her. I know she also helps with editing and just making sure that everything runs smooth.
Yeah, you don't ever see Eliza. If you only know her name, you might not even know what she looks like. You know, she puts so much effort behind the scenes. It doesn't get like the physical presence in the spotlight. So, you know, absolutely shout out to
Big shout out to her. So, yes, shout out to everybody. Thank you all for watching. I know it's been a while since we've spoken last, but I'm glad you've tuned in, whoever you are. I appreciate you tuning in, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Also check this out on Spotify. You can also listen to it there. But that is all from me. We're going to see you very soon. Once again, on the live stream, tune in. It's going to be a great stream. Show up and show out. But that is all from me. My name is Tannin Jackson, and I'm joined here with
Eli Lewis
and Bellina Cipriani.
And that is all from us. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye.